Cancer, your person pretends like they don't care, but actually it's quite the opposite. They are obsessed. They're obsessed at monitoring you. They seem like they're supportive. They pretend they're supportive, but you feel this person is full of secrets. It says, mad, you're glowing up. This person, look, he doesn't like you progressing. They don't like seeing you succeed. Sleeping with the enemy comes to mind. Thinks your magic is fake. If you're spiritual, they know you do tarot cards, astrology, or simply believe in magic, do manifestations. They act like they're in awe of it, but they feel like it's a load of bogus, and this person is low vibrational. This is your energy checking for the 2nd to the 9th of March. So happy spring, my dear Cancer. Let's see what's coming up for you this week. But whoever this is you're dealing with, remember, for cross watchers, before anyone starts going off on one, it could be vice versa. Cancer, this can be your energy. Maybe at the moment you are a bit obsessive over somebody. You're keeping this a secret because you don't believe, you may feel this person's shady, you don't believe in what they're doing, and that's okay. So as always I say, take what resonates with your particular situation, leave the rest. Let's see what else comes up. Head on over to my YouTube channel to watch the full-length video all in once, or the rest of the video. Just click on the link in my bio and then the social icon at the top. Addictions clouded my vision. I'm trying to get my life together. Again, I'm feeling this is your energy for some reason, but then when I obviously used this deck, we had bad habits, drugs, and denial. Repeating mistakes can't break the loop. So someone could have an illicit substance addiction here, which certainly does not yield any benefit for anyone. But it seems like your person, it could be they were a hater and they didn't believe in your magic because they were in an addictive state of mind, or addictions, as it says, clouded their vision. Maybe they're trying to rectify themselves, they're trying to be more supportive of you, or vice versa. There may be some shocking news coming about this week. I mean, we are in a tumultuous period of Mercury retrograde in Pisces. And just coming out of, well, until the 1st of March, we have the Mars square Uranus in Aquarius, a very potent energy taking place right now. So it's just like everything feels up in the air. A lot of upheaval maybe this week as well. Don't forget there's a full blood moon coming on the 3rd of March as well. So a lot going on, and you're, given that you are ruled by the moon emotionally, you may feel very destabilized. You feel up, then you feel down, then you feel pissed, then you feel good. It's just like all over the place, and some of you may resort to different coping mechanisms, whatever is familiar to you, whether that's smoking up, drinking up, overeating, becoming overly compulsive at something. There is compulsion to do something in excess, I'm sensing this week. And you have a copycat energy around you, steals your ideas, duplicates yourself, feeds off your creativity. You do have, see, it's either it could you know, negate different energies. It doesn't have to be your lover is that way. So of course use your own discernment and take what resonates with you, discard the rest. But it could be you have a friend who's full of shit and full of secrets. They're always maybe coming asking you to do them a reading or something as such, Cancer, right? But they're not, you know, they're stealing your ideas, and you may not even be fully aware of that. This person is stealing your ideas. Somebody is stealing your ideas. Somebody is trying to feed off your inspiration as well. Innovation is like, I feel like maybe this week, because of those up and down yo-yoing emotions, this for some reason helps you feel creative or puts you on a very creative outlet. And it's just like people just take from you. You may be suggesting something, saying, hey, I think I might want to do X, Y, and Z. And then this friend of yours or even your partner is going off and doing what you just said, trying to get one above you. Some people may be taking credit for your work, at your work. You see, since Mercury retrograde has hit, I feel so foggy-headed. You know, I channel so easily. If you've been watching my readings for quite some time, I don't know what's going on. Maybe something to do with the Schumann frequency and interference within that, as you may have heard. But it's like there's no clear channeling at the moment. Maybe this is how you feel, like there's no clear channel, you're misunderstanding things, miscommunication. It was easier to lie than to tell you the truth. I wish I could take it all back. too little too late, right? Like they chose the easy way, the easy path without trying. They feel you are twin flames, potentially Cancer. I didn't feel like I was on your level. You're a boss. I'm very insecure. Yeah, you're triggering this person's insecurities very much this week. But I feel like you're actually triggering a lot of people's insecurities around you. But the truth is they are in love with you here. This person is in love with you, no doubt about it. But I suppose not in a healthy way. If there's so many secrets and if there's so many lies, dirt digging, maybe trying to throw you under the bus time and time again, low-key hating on you, low-key trying to copy your style, you're sick and tired of it. It's been tumultuous. It's never been easy. See heartbreak. This person may have, or this week may be putting you in a situation where you just don't feel content. You may be feeling heartbroken, because this is a love-hate scenario. It's like two people stuck in a situation where they're not happy at times at all. They're not content with each other. But then the love is intense. Ooh, okay, so we have twice there. I love you. But again, see, toxic lifestyle, love you. How can they love you when they're choosing the toxic lifestyle over you, Cancer? Of course, could be, again, vice versa. In other cases, I feel like someone could have changed. Someone could have improved their ways because they love you, because they want to take it further. Not everything is doom and gloom. Apply to your own situation. As it says, look, addictions clouded my vision. I'm trying to get my life together. They are. They may have been an avid drinker, going out partying every weekend, socializing with random people, which may have upset you, trying to be the, you know, the life of the party type of energy, very sort of, what am I looking like, the word like university student type of trying to act as such, like you know, carefree lifestyle, when this person isn't. They should be acting like an adult. But we cannot negate the fact that they do love you. Okay, Cancer, so this is your affirmation in their own way. But sometimes loving someone is not good enough. It's also showing them, it's taking actions to show them that they love them. See, divination abuser. Huh? This person thinks that you're abusing divination by this overwatching tarot readings, over trusting tarot readings, trusting a particular tarot reader, constantly pulling cards for yourself. This is creating the love-hate dynamic. I'm going to tell you the truth, only for those who this resonates with. Cancer, of course, again, take what resonates with you, discard the rest. It's not going to apply to everyone. It's not possible that this reading can apply to everyone watching, but what creates the issues or imbalance within the connection or relationship is you believing the cards or astrology as gospel truth. The cards are there to navigate us and show us potential outcomes when we navigate into different directions. It's not gospel truth. We have free will and nothing is carved in stone. Believe you in me, because I've been doing it since 2018. I work for a very popular psychic chat line. I speak to people non-stop every day, masses of people. I've done plenty of, as you know, private readings as well over the years, and I assure you, you can flip the script. You can change the narrative. That's the beauty of life. Especially when we read the cards in a very anxious state. And yes, I'm talking to you, because whoever this is watching is just, again, as always, private. Just me and you here at the moment. Although maybe 1,000 of you or more will be watching this. It's just us, right? And we can have a private conversation. And I want you to be happy. I sincerely want you to be happy, Cancer, honestly. I want everyone to be happy, because it's important in such a tumultuous time that we live in. Reading cards, watching videos, pulling astrology charts, pulling runes, tea leaves, whatever type of divination you may be into. Everyone's different. Lenormand cards, you know, there's so many different ways to divine, right? Even if you don't do it yourself and you've just been binge watching readings, it's tethering the connection. It's tethering the bond. But in a negative way. It's just becoming, the signal between you and this person becomes interfered because you're projecting anxiety onto it. And you're also believing the cards or readings that you're listening to in an anxious state. When we pull the cards in an anxious state, believe you in me again, the cards will show you, project your fears. You get the worst case scenario every time, and then you spiral, and then you get pissed, and then you argue with your person, or you become suspicious. No need. Like, no need. I actually don't draw cards for myself at all. At all. And I don't, very, very rarely do ask my friends or friend who's an avid astrologer to look into anything at all. I just don't want to know. And that's okay not knowing. You may be undergoing spiritual ascension right now, you know, ego death. You feel like you're spiraling, but this is all because it's a spiritual ascension. It's not depression, it's not nothing of the sort. You've been going through this for quite some time, feeling up, feeling down. You are very spiritually enlightened, no doubt about it, but use your spiritual gifts for a good cause, not during an anxious state. It's not gonna resonate with everyone, but somebody needed a pep talk. The best advice I can give you from experience. I hate that I hurt you. You didn't deserve this. Please don't blame yourself. It was my fault. This person blames themselves for hurting you. They do blame themselves for you at times spiraling. Yes, they may have cheated on you. This could have been your energy, of course. Could be an ex feeling guilty for cheating on you as well. Definitely there are, because of Mercury retrograde. All these feelings are cropping up from the past, and there could be a particular ex or several exes now thinking, damn, I wish I treated Cancer better. You know, they weren't so bad after all. Somebody had sort of matured, grown up, and now they feel bad for how they had treated you. You know, it's actually a very interesting. Ooh, we'll start with the Tower. Don't be alarmed. Let's see the complexity of the surrounding cards around this. Of course, the Tower does speak about something's got to give. There is a moment of an epiphany. There is a moment of revelation. There is a moment of a eureka moment where something snaps into place and you can never go back to the same way of doing things or thinking about things or seeing a particular person. Let's say, for example, not going to your partner, but let's say you had a friend and your friend exposed themselves to be fake or a low-key hater or copycatting you. You find out in the most supernatural, metaphysical way, for some reason, God's protecting you here. And, you know, you don't see that person. This is the Tower moment. You, after that revelation, you will never see that person the same way. You most likely will cut them off and will never speak to them again. Although I know you have a very, very good heart and you forgive people. But there comes a time where it's too many times. How many times can you forgive somebody? It's like, yeah, you see with the Hanged Man, it's more so to do with something becoming revealed to you, something escalating, where you start to see a situation from a completely different perspective. For the better or for the worse, I don't know. As we progress within the tarot, we will see. But this week is about seeing the truth of a matter, seeing the truth of a situation. The final blowout I'm hearing of some sort. But this will create enlightenment in you. Self-sacrifice is needed. Slowing down is needed. Stalling yourself before taking action is needed as well. Yeah, there is disappointment, of course. There is disappointment. Something coming in unexpectedly. And there is disappointment. But you see with the Five of Cups, the issue is like this person engages themselves in too much trauma, too much disappointment. It's like, I wouldn't say they enjoy suffering, but this is sometimes what the Five of Cups talks about. Because as you see within any illustration of the tarot, we see the 3 cups that are spilled over, but then the 2 cups. But yet the figure is so fixated on the spilled milk, right? The spilled cups. It's not all as bad as it seems, but you tend to ruminate and spiral and escalate to a point of the most potentially negative situation. Not everything is as it seems, and stop making yourself suffer more than you need to, or dwelling on things for longer than you need to. They want to walk away, FM, let them. Don't seek any closure this week. Don't try to explain yourself. Don't try to prove your point or your value or your worth. Their opinion is none of your concern. People are trying to copy you for a reason, because you shine, because you glow. The good news, the bridge in the Five of Cups energy talks about the ability to cross over, you know, the other side, to remedy the situation. There is the ability to remedy the situation. It's not all doom and gloom, but with the Death card, of course, there could be some form of a fallout. I'm still going for some, if you're single, or if you're sort of not in that commitment where you know an ending is imminent or it would really affect you, maybe someone you just started dating or talking to, then the Death card doesn't apply here. I feel like there could be some falling out with a family member or an, I don't know if I'm hearing enemy, but more like a friend that's an enemy. Or something may have recently happened where this situation had already occurred in your life. So of course apply what resonates with you, because everyone's on a different timeline. Scorpio energy, this could be in correlation to a Scorpio. Ooh, 5-5 vigils. 2 5s mean vigils in a spread. So there are people that are trying to turn against you. There are people that are not very supportive. There could be a blowout, yes, between you and your person about financials, about the home dwelling, about somebody getting pissed off. Uneven priorities. Maybe you're the one who's working so hard providing and your person isn't. They sleep in. They don't support you. They're not there for you. Let's have a look. These look like, it looks like an exposure of some sort. The need to, then you having an understanding of a situation from a completely different perspective, which yields sadness and disappointment. After this, you feel like an ending is imminent, but endings yield transformations, is the gateway to a transformation. But somebody's getting left out in the cold here. And I feel like if you're a Cancer female, it could be that you decide to break up with somebody, well, the person you're dealing with, and they don't really see it coming. Ooh, strength. For some reason, I don't see a full breakup here or a separation of some sort, which is irreconcilable. I see a distance between two people. Could be Leo you're dealing with here as well, ending with a Leo, yes. But also the need to try and remedy the situation, to try and control the situation. You have amassed a great deal of control over self, because the red roses in the strength card talk about the carnal desires, and the white roses or flowers or lilies normally in Rider Waite talk about purity, pure intent. So it's like managing the carnal desires, the temptations, and then, you know, being a pure vessel to propagate a spiritual healthy lifestyle, right, in essence. So, ooh, Wheel of Fortune. You feel out of sorts, you do. You feel out of sorts, you feel like nothing's going your way, you feel like something's ended. It could even be, it doesn't have to be anything to do romantic, it could be a job loss. You lost your job, you lost your house. And I'm sorry if that is the case, because the Five of Pentacles, well, maybe there were rent arrears, or maybe the land was selling up and now you have to move out. And it's just like everything, it feels like everything's just not going according to plan. It's not moving forward. You feel stuck. You feel destabilized. You feel like there's no stable foundation, whether job-wise, relationship-wise, home-wise, family-wise. So again, applied to how it fits with you. But it seems like the luck is favoring you shortly. There is fortunate event that may unfold, but only after you gain control of your own mind and of your own actions and discipline. Dwelling in sadness and suffering and ruminating and spiraling and feeling scarce is not going to help you now. As bad as things can have, you have to revert yourself and think positively. Leo energy twice here. There could be somebody coming to your rescue as well. It could be a romantic person. It could be a Leo, Aries, Gemini. See if Gemini comes up. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. That's crazy. This is what I'm talking about. Mental fog and Mercury retrograde and just not channeling properly. But could be someone above the age of 35. Strawberry blonde hair, green eyes, lighter complexion. Doesn't have to be, as I say, literature reference to this Occult card. Could be anyone older, could be anyone younger. Sometimes a 20-year-old can come up as a king if they're mature enough, and sometimes a 40-year-old can come up as a knight. So just apply how it deems fit. Ah, see, look at that. Now we have Virgo energy here. Of course, could be Taurus, Capricorn, someone between the ages of 25 to 35. Black, brown hair, brown eyes, tan or darker complexion. So everyone's going to be dealing with a different set of people. So apply, some of you could deal with a fire sign, some of you could be dealing with an earth sign. I cannot stress enough how many times I'm tired of repeating this, because there's so many naysayers moaning about where you're pulling out all this info from. This is all scripted. I don't trust you. Don't give a fuck for once, because you don't pay my bills and you're gonna get blocked. But for those of you who may not be very familiar with the tarot, of course, it's important to reassess and reconfirm, and something new to find out, right? But things are moving slow for you, but there is progress. Ooh, romantic communication may be on the cards. Travel, relocation, overseas contracts may be of significance, but it's like this week you feel like you're oscillating between feeling good, feeling bad, up and down. In romance especially, may feel a bit tumultuous. It may feel a bit on the rocks. Maybe you feel like your person, as much as they do try to help you, they're too preoccupied with whatever they're doing with their life, and your person may be feeling very out of sorts because they're juggling a lot at the moment, so it's not really a good balance. Some could have a yin-yang necklace or some form of jewelry with yin-yang symbol, just FYI. You're getting tired of feeling unstable. You're getting tired of this person's moods, or this person's getting tired of your mood. Someone's feeling very resistant here. Pisces energy, might be dealing with a Pisces. Ooh. There's the ability to finally move on from murky waters and have more clarity in life. So I do like this for you. Pay attention to your intuitive nudges. Pay attention to your dreams. Your dream may have some significance or unlock some form of answer to you this week. So do pay attention to that. Some of you may be dreaming things and them happening in real life. So pay heed to that, because it's important. Some of you are just walking away from emotional clutter that no longer yields any satisfaction here, right? Ooh, 3 of Pentacles. Some of you could be finding a temporary job or really gaining control of your life. Of course, you may be dealing with an Aries. Some of you may be meeting a person through work this week, or you may be dealing with an older individual, more senior individual at work, which may, well, be of interest to you. So really, that's that. Nothing major, nothing well, it is a little bit soap opera worthy, but as I say, I feel like that as I'm doing this week's readings for everyone, especially as we entered Mercury retrograde, things have slowed down drastically, and I've noticed the energies are more internal as opposed to external. If we observe, it's more about how you react to things, how you deal with things, what's happening around you, and how you project outward, right? So this is all about inner deliberations this week, and how you deal with things. How do you navigate through difficulty? How do you still become positive after everything that life's trying to throw at you? Because Cancer, you've got a lot going on here for sure. Some of you are single, independent from attachments, but you may be feeling lost. You know, you may be feeling empty, maybe trying to cut people off, then you're cutting people off, then you're dating, then you're cutting people off, you're dating. You're stuck in this like up and down loop again. Dating sites, hooking up, seeing someone, one night stands. You may be going from one night stand to one night stand as well, and you're getting bored of it because it's just not yielding any satisfaction here whatsoever, and it makes sense. Some of you just want a commitment. Someone could be dealing with legal issues here, legal matters, court visits, legal papers, divorce, but have faith, pray, and hope that things sort itself out for you, because they will. Some of you could have gone single because your person had gotten into some legal issues. Love call. Ooh, someone expresses love. Message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. So expect some romantic communications. You're mirroring each other. Self-image relationship reflects old wounds. This could be somebody who really triggered you in the past, or your person is triggering you as well a lot this week. But we have receiving what you need, progressing, moving on, closure. So there could be some closure and you're ascending. As I say, there is new phase. You're preparing for union, and the next person or the person you're with now, things will transcend, and there is a wedding. You could become married. There is a soul connection, an everlasting promise, and of course insane chemistry, liking each other, equally having fun. So there is intimacy this week. There is you getting laid, or there is you making love with your partner, whatever the situation may be. But whoever this is you may sleep with this week, there is possibility that you do have a soul connection with this person, and it is a healthy one. But thank you so much, Cancer. If you want a private reading, the link is in my bio. As soon as you click the services I displayed, if you can't afford that, or you don't want to pay for a full reading because you want to test out my skill, you can donate an item of my Amazon wish list. Just click the links tab and that will take you there, and you get 3-question reading or 15-minute reading in exchange to honor energy exchange. But thank you so much again. Goodbye.